Welcome to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. Come on in. There's always a special place set aside for you here where you can relax, kick up your heels, pour yourself a nice, refreshing drink, and prepare to be lifted and soar. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, and welcome back to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. We've got it all here, guys. Mental health, movement, motivation, and the best relationship advice around. So if you're loving what I'm doing, please don't forget to subscribe and share the news of the channel with your friends and family. We're going to dive in to what I think is a powerful topic. I don't know how often we discuss this, if it's ever been discussed, but I'm going to tackle it, and that is relationship induced depression. Relationship induced depression. I got a letter, and I'm going to share that with you now. And I read this, and it really got my wheels churning for words of encouragement and advice for folks who find themselves in a similar circumstance. So here we go. Dear Sheila, I'm sad, not all the time, but a lot. I've been married for 16 years and my husband is okay, but we are like roommates. He does not plan anything. He does not want to work on anything. Our chit chat is just that, short. And the kids are off and busy with their lives. I'm not going to leave my marriage. I think I'm a bit depressed. What should I do? Signed, Sad Sally. So, first and foremost, everyone, I would caution the audience against judging Sally, because we just never know the circumstances that someone is in. I think it is so easy to just, flip off at the mouth. Oh, leave the situation, get out of there. You just don't know. I've been doing this work a very long time, and please understand where I'm coming from with what I'm about to say. Uh, it's not always the best answer for someone to just up and leave without having thought through the plan. A lot of, deciding to walk away from a relationship, you need to know that you are emotionally in a place to do that, um, psychologically, in some instances, financially, socially, the whole nine yards. So I really do like to temper my advice because everyone is different. So I'm going to answer, Sally, I'm going to answer your letter in a couple different ways. So I'm going to give advice for the people who find themselves in this situation, and for whatever variety of reasons, you just decide it's just better for me to stay. I'm going to give you that advice. And then I'm going to give another set of advice for the folks who've made the decision. Look, I'm dealing with someone who doesn't want to work in a relationship. I'm not getting my needs met, and I've just hit a wall. So I'm going to give two different sets of advice. So, Sally, for you, um, what I'm going to say, and I'm saying this not in a sassy way. I'm saying this in a heartfelt way. If you're going to stay inside of this partnership, you're going to have to do something that maybe it's in place, but I don't think it is based on your letter. You're going to have to cultivate, curate, and get a life. And again, I'm not being slick here. I mean, you're literally going to have to fill in this void in this space in your life that you are looking for him to do, and he's just not cutting the mustard. I want to give you some ideas and some suggestions. I read a portion of your letter because there's some sensitive things in there, but if you are very literally just sitting on your couch or lying in your bed, and you are waiting for someone who is off in la la land to come and hold you, caress you, have an idea to go to a movie, and that just hasn't happened for a number of years, it is time to, take the bull by the horns and get out here in the world and start exploring this rich, vast, massive array of choices that are available for you. You literally have to start filling up your life. I want you to sit over the next couple days and I want you to take a stroll down memory lane and think about the things that at one point maybe you had an idea. I want to take um, a class. Could be knitting, it could be crafts. I want to take a road trip somewhere. Are there other friendships that have gone dormant for you? Are there books, um, topics to explore? Are there things that you've just had on the side because you've had so much focused energy going into this individual? You're going to have to help yourself to fill up that space so you're not constantly looking at him and becoming sadder and sadder. A lot of the sadness and depression you feel, that's a direct link to longing for him to do something and be something that he's clearly not, if he ever was. And a wise person once said to me, I was much younger when I heard this and it didn't resonate, but over the years, somehow I filed it away and it just moved to the front files as I've gotten older. If if you stop expecting so much, you won't be disappointed. And it's a shame, it's a damn shame that I have to share that, coinciding with someone's marriage, but it's true because you expect it and you haven't had that come to Jesus talk. uh Listen, it's just not there. I'm not going to get it from this person. It just keeps you like that person standing in front of the well, and the well, there's nothing but sand. I've used this analogy before. You're looking for fresh crisp water and there's nothing but sand, and I can hear someone say, well, Sheila, why are you giving her advice to settle? I'm not giving her an advice to settle. She's already said, I'm not leaving this situation. I'm trying to give her the best possible information to have an existence where there's something for her in it except longing. Everyone, you and I both know, everyone listening, you can give the best advice. There's just, everyone is not going to pack up their bags and go. Everyone is not, empowerment looks different to different folks. There's a vast majority of people who they may not be in the best situation, but what is on the other side of that equation is too scary, is very frightening for them to make a move. So listen, this is a real talk. This is real talk in real world channel. I'm saying that if you are in a situation and you know it's not right, because many times we'll be in a situation and you know it's not right. You can pretty it up, you can make all this innuendos, try to dress it up, and in your heart of hearts, I'm just not in a good situation. I was in a situation like that once upon a time, and I tried to give myself all the excuses. Well, he's a hard worker, he's nice sometimes. At the end of the day, I knew in my heart it's not a good situation. So what I'm saying to you, Sally, is own that. You don't have to tell your neighbors, your kids, or anyone else, but inside of yourself, you need to sit down, come to Jesus, talk with yourself, preferably in the mirror, and just acknowledge this is just not the most sparkling situation, but I need to do something for myself at this point. So, Sally, that is my advice to you, is own it and start filling up your life. Now, for the individuals who find yourself, this is a situation I was in. I knew it wasn't right. It was a fear of what it will look like on the other side, because what I love to manufacture hope, and I believe that hope springs eternal. And when we decide I am dealing with a depression based on a relationship, I'm in this thing, but oh my goodness, I'm sad. You know, for the person who says, I just don't want to live sad, they don't want to work on this. What I can say to you, and sometimes you just have to connect to a trusted voice, someone you trust. And those who've been listening to the channel, this is very transparent. And what I can tell you is this: 9 times out of 10, what will happen is you get yourself out of the toxic situation and you find yourself at a break-even point. Geez, at first, let me say that at first, huh, I'm by myself. It's not that thrilling. Some days are good, some days are not so good. And then you think, wow, this is kind of similar to how I was feeling in the relationship. And you may have a pull, but at least there was someone next to me. But if you get yourself past that base emotion of, wait a minute, I'm feeling this ain't half bad. If you will ride that out, shortly after that, there's a feeling of calm that comes, and this amazing reality washes over you. Wow, I'm in a position, yeah, there's some days I have to fill my time. I'm solo here, but there's, I have hope. Like literally someone could come into my life and I'm freed up, I'm available for someone who is active and who is fulfilling my needs, who's giving me one. This is awesome. But you gotta ride through that rough terrain and rocky territory. And I will tell you, um, certainly my wish, my hope, my dream came true. It wasn't an easy path, but I said, wow, life is too short just to be in longing. So I want to go further. It's not always relationship induced in terms of romantic relationship. Some people have children, um, adult children who are making their lives miserable. In particular, some people have other family members, friendships that make you sad, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna have to just put it out here this way, because the older I get, the more just blunt. I hope it's always the spirit of compassion, love, and warmth. But sometimes you just have to be direct. I want you to really stop and think about it. Is it is it healthy? Is this a healthy, God ordained situation where you have someone chronically, you're in confusion, you're in sadness, you're upset, and chances are that's not something that's divinely, heavenly, celestially ordained. So the other word that I want to give all of you is permission. And I know it's hard because we live in this world where there's such a temptation to try to make everything fit, to force these relationships to work out. It's got to work out. Just keep working on it, keep doing it. You're going to get that Norman Rockwell painting or that perfect picture. And again, the older I get, I see things differently, I understand things differently. I just feel that love, affinity, warmth is not hard. When we're in a situation where things come up, whew, thought I had to sneeze. When we're in a situation where things come up and, there may be some tension, but in a healthy relationship, it resolves, it gets itself worked out. You're just not chronically feeling sad, feeling dumped on. So the word I really want you to reflect on is permission to release, permission to move in another direction, permission to distance yourself, permission, I don't need to connect with you all the time. It can be absolutely liberating, but to the extent that you open up the channels to receive that and know that you are here, you are here to complete your mission. You are here to share where you shine and what your talents are. I think when you really sit with that, it makes perfect sense that the people, the places, and things that do not resonate with that, you need to move in another direction. You really do. I didn't say be cruel. I did not say be mean. I said create the spaces in your life for that good positive energy to come in. And I have to say, more on the spiritual end of things. So often we exist in states of deprivation so long, and you start to tell yourself and agree with the narrative, this is what I've got, this is all there is for me. And so we operate in these funnels and silos and really just agree with the lower vibration. We agree with the depression, when I'm telling you, your life and your relationships, it may not look like it does for everyone else, it may not be traditional, but there are so many amazing people to meet, places to go, things to do. If you just insist that it to lock yourself in and it has to look a certain way and be a certain way, you are missing out. You are missing out. I say again, and I will wrap on this note, because we're in times where, the world, there's the pandemic that's going on. You're hearing about crime left and right. I think we can all agree, today more than ever, that tomorrow is not promised. A question to sit and ask yourself, with the time that I might have left, how do I want to spend that? How do I want to spend that? Environment is everything. Take a scan of the environment of your life and ask yourself the question, are the people, things, and ideas in my environment, are they pushing me forward? Are they lifting me up? Is it elevated, or is there a drag on that energy? I'm just a huge advocate for living a life that just honors the gift of you being here. As you've heard me say in other videos, can you imagine that the creator of all creation, you know, thought thought enough of you, thought you are here. I mean, we're all, everything's a thought. This lamp I'm looking at, the tape, it's a thought. The animals are a thought. Human beings, we are all these beautiful divine thoughts brought to life, and I personally feel that we are here having this epic experience for God. We really are. That's what we are experiencing for God. And every single experience that we have, the Father is having that along with us. Why would you want to give God a depressed experience? I think about that. Raise raise your vibration, because you're not the only one having that experience. Oh, Sheila, you're going so deep on this. It's not really deep. It's not really that deep. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. We are all here gathering the data, collecting the data, sending it up, having this amazing or sad or depressed time. This is a unique a unique time like no other, and your signature, what you decide, what you choose, is literally stamped all over your life. To me, this life at its core is about your will. Different people have different philosophies, but I say we are here experiencing our will. It's your choice. It's a whole array and buffet of choices. And my encouragement to all of you is to choose the joy. And if you do choose to entertain some elements of depression and people who are not elevated, then you need to start drawing some boundary lines so that you have something for yourself, so that their sadness and their depression is just not the only signature, across the beautiful landscape of your life. So there's a message for you. I hope that Sally, something that I said has helped you, as well as the other wonderful family members who are the subscribers. So I thank you so much. I'll be back real soon with some more great content. If you're loving what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe and share the news of the channel with your friends and family. Bye bye.